Weatherman, what's the temperature? I got a big day, I don't mean to pressure you. No umbrella, don't make it rain. Monsoon Mike, can you make my day? Hey, hey, tell me interesting facts. This day in weather history, tell me that. You weather forecast, man, tell me right. It's the weather balloon with Monsoon Mike.
Hello and welcome to Monsoon Mike's Weather Balloon with me, Monsoon Mike, taking you on a journey through a little bit of weather education, a bit of weather history, and then the current weather for the next few days of your life. First, for our first segment. Well, we're barely into summer and already we've had a few major heat waves grip the region. First, the one around Memorial Day, and then the one just last week. It's like we didn't even really have a spring. A month ago it was raining and raining and raining and temperatures were stuck in the 50s. A month later, 90s and sunshine. It seems weather extremes are getting more and more prevalent. People ask me all the time my take on global warming. Monsoon Mike, this has got to be global warming, they say. And actually, in some ways, they are right. Most scientists agree that without a doubt, things have gotten warmer since records began. But it's also important to take a middle ground with anything like this. Keep in mind, records have only been kept for a little over 100 years in a world that's been around for many, many centuries. So to say that the past 20 years have been very warm is true compared to the prior 40, but accurate records have only been kept since the late 1800s. Indications from writings imply the 1700s were actually pretty toasty. Things go in cycles. So yeah, we're way warmer now than we were, say, in the 70s, but who's to say that in the 2030s or so we don't go back to those cooler years? And we saw just how cool, heck cold it was this past winter. Without getting political on you, sometimes I think it's important to remember that while global warming is real, there are also politics involved. The right would like you to think it's all a hoax so that they can continue to allow big business to pollute the world. The left, on the other hand, would have you believe that every tornado or heat wave is the result of global warming, and thus we should run scared, shut everything down, and prepare for the apocalypse. Again, I believe in taking the middle ground and using the term climate change instead. Things are changing, but we just don't know how. So just to be safe, let's do what we can to protect the environment just in case the left is right. It can't hurt to help our environment, can it? Of course not. The right, however, would rather us think it's all a hoax and just forget about it, sweep it under the rug. But what if it's not? Better to play it safe and feel good about yourself the next time you reuse a shopping bag or plug in one of those eco light bulbs, you know, one of those cool little spaghetti looking ones. I love those. That's why when it comes to politics, Monsoon Mike disassociates himself from all those major political parties and just does what he thinks is right. I encourage you to do the same. Hey, sorry for the political rant. I never thought I'd talk politics on the show. Leave it to Monsoon Mike to tie weather and politics together. Now you know a little bit more about the weather. Up next, this date in weather history.
It was not. It was like...
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Now time for the weather history segment, this date in weather history. On this date in weather history in 1806, not really weather, but a similar science nonetheless, a total eclipse of the sun could be seen from across the country, from California to Massachusetts. You can imagine how in those primitive times without much warning like we have now, people must have been running scared, thinking the world was ending when the sky went dark midday. The heck with that minister out in California last month who said the world was going to end. Then in 1917, this would be the end of the world for me since you know I hate the heat. You know me, I love winter. 124 degrees in Mecca, California. Wow. Just imagine last week's heat wave here and add about 25 or 30 degrees to that. Ouch. In 1944, a very mixed up tornado in Sioux City, Iowa took a very odd course. It spun in one place for 20 minutes, made a U-turn, traveled southeast for 3 miles, hung a left and traveled south, hung another left, traveled east, hung another left, went north, and then a final right and went east again. Poor tornado, probably didn't have its GPS working well that day. But ching. I know, I'll keep my day job. And in 1987, baseball-sized hail in Red Oak, Iowa. Imagine being hit with a baseball, good heavens. And in 1989, $20 million in damage in Columbia, South Carolina from some destructive thunderstorms. That's what's happened on this date over the years. Up next, the forecast for the next few days of your life.
Look around campus, talk to students, meet professors. At Kutztown University, you'll see people learning to make a difference. Whether you live on campus or off, you'll find activities and clubs for personal enrichment, school spirit, or just plain fun. You can participate in sports or support the Golden Bear teams from the sidelines. You can stay healthy by visiting the state-of-the-art Student Recreation Center. KU's art, entertainment, and educational programs make the campus an exciting place to be.
And now for the weather for the next few days of your life. After a beautiful Wednesday with temperatures around 75, Thursday sees an increase in clouds with temperatures once again in the mid-70s. Friday sees more clouds than sun, but a little bit of sun as well. Chances of showers or thunderstorms. Once again, temperatures a little warmer, around 80, and also a little more humid. And the weekend, Saturday and Sunday right now, look sunny with temperatures around 80. Overall, pretty nice. This has been Monsoon Mike's Weather Balloon. Thanks so much for watching this week, and reminding you to tune in again next time and join me here in my weather balloon.
Weatherman, what's the temperature? I got a big day, I don't mean to pressure you. No umbrella, don't make it rain. Monsoon Mike, can you make my day? Hey, hey.